look, he's still around. Alright, so let's get down to business. You're going to need some supplies. I'm going to put the supplies in the description below, but first things first, let's wash our mold, so make sure it's all good to go. Alright, we got our mold. This has been used before, so let's wash it. All you're going to need is some cleaner. I'm going to use Dawn. I got my trusty water sprayer 3000 now. Alright. So, just need a little bit of water. And I got my 2020 version scrubber. Now this may be used for the toilet, but I'm going to use it for the cement and the little brush. Now the whole thing doesn't need to be dry, just the center where you're going to put your PVC pipe. Now that our mold is dry, let's make sure that we mark out the center of the circle so we can attach our PVC pipe. Now this is 2-inch PVC pipe. You may need to adjust it based on how thick your bar is. There's 1-inch, 2-inch. Just make sure the PVC pipe fits over the bar that you're using snugly. Now to attach the PVC pipe, I'm just going to use this hot glue gun 5000. It works pretty good. I'm going to put thin line around the edge and attach it to the center of the mold. 2 inches by 2 inches. Alright, now that you got your PVC pipe in the middle, I'm going to use some WD-40 to make sure that the mold comes out a lot easier than it happened the first couple times. So, that's why you can see I got a little bit of battle damage to my molds. But that's okay, because we figured it out. WD-40, just a light spray just to make sure that the concrete is not adhering to the mold. Make sure to get all the edges too. But stay away from the center because you're going to want the cement to attach to that. Now we just fill the mold. I fill it up about halfway so that I can add some rebar 16 gauge wire for more inner strength. keep it at least an inch away from the edge so that it's not poking out the sides. Alright, once we got the concrete in, time to start smoothing it out. Now, if you want a more accurate weight, I would advise doing this on a scale, just to help. I got this little smoother from the store, a little cheap one, just to help me level this out. Now to get some in here, just get it out. Slap it real good. Now you find the levelest part of your house and you leave it there for 24 hours. Just make sure you cover it up so that the rain or anything doesn't bother it. Now you want to make sure to keep this concrete above 45 degrees because once it goes below that, then the concrete will stop setting and you're gonna have issues with the strength. All right, once we got it all in there, we're gonna give it a couple twists to make sure that the concrete is setting into all the little cracks and crevices for the detail purposes. All right, 24 hours has elapsed. So let's take this thing out of the mold. So I'm gonna use this trusty tool. I don't even know what this thing is called, but I think I got it in a pack of scrapers and just something I found lying around the garage. So my first attempt, I used a flathead screwdriver, but this seemed to do the trick a lot better. So let's find something. I'm gonna use this sharp end so I can get into the cracks, the crevices of the mold and pull it out that way. Let's go. Here's our mold, nice and dry. I'm gonna use a nice tool, using this edge and then go along the edge of the mold. See the fiberglass shreds? That's why I don't like the long ones. I'd rather have the short ones. Once I scraped along the edges, I'm gonna use this tool and go in. All right, and then you remember the concrete that we got inside? I'm just gonna use a flathead screwdriver and break it up a little bit. All right, once you got that done, it's time to flip it over, but making sure that you don't put all the weight on the edges because it will destroy them. Now, I'm just gonna use a mallet, rubber mallet to help loosen it up. But for the larger weights, you may not need that, but this is just to avoid using a metal hammer and destroying what you created because the cement is soft. So you just wanna make sure that you don't destroy all the hard work you just put into this. help loosen it up. And now I'm gonna shake it out. I hope this video has been very helpful for those who need a little help finding some weights or even making their own weights. But if you like the video, like, share, comment, do what you gotta do. Alright, so happy making. This is Ben the Builder.